and welcome to another Money Monday. I'm Dr. Brenda, sociologist, financial coach, founder of the Gutsy Women Finances community, also full-time RVer, traveling the country with my 3 cats. I'm continuing to do something a little different on my Money Mondays, working on a book called The Poetry of Money and giving you these audio recordings. Let's go right into it. This one is called Be Who You Are. Be who you are. Bible and colored notes. She told me about her God. Women must be subservient to men. Break the chains. Be who you are. Close the book. Young men gathered in a circle, red-faced screaming coach. You swim like girls. Stop dissing us. Be who you are. Strong and fierce. Highly regarded stateswoman. Brokering peace in a time of war. Attacked for her wardrobe. Quit judging us by what we wear. Be who you are, brilliant and passionate. Browsing new cars, salesman approaches, asks about the other half. We are whole on our own. Be who you are, proudly own those purse strings. Driven to success, long hours and sacrifices, refusing to be talked over. Don't call us bitches. Be who you are, keep climbing. Let's talk about money and women. Now, not long ago, I sat down at a Starbucks to use their Wi-Fi. A young woman sat near me, laptop open, a pile of notes by her side. We struck up a conversation, and she shared that she was a student at a local Bible college. It didn't take her long to express a bit of shock at my radical lifestyle, living in an RV, traveling the country alone. My new friend told me that the most honorable place for women is to be taking care of the home. Women are to be subservient to men. Plain and simple. It was God's word. We had a pleasant enough conversation. I questioned how she would feel when she gave all her money to her husband and he blew it on something foolish. Disappointed, she said, but it is his right. We talked about whether she was willing to give up her career and have 10 children if her husband insisted. Well, not 10 kids, so I guess she has her limits. The conversation drew me back to my own childhood, growing up in a church where women's roles were limited to the ladies' aid. I thought about the principal who told me I couldn't play basketball because, after all, I was a girl. Even now, I've checked into a campground and had someone ask, "Where's the other half?" Many of the women I've coached are survivors of domestic violence, and many left those relationships with few belongings. They gave up everything to buy a new life for themselves and their children. The thing is, money is power. And when you let someone else handle your money, you are giving away your power. Let's look at some statistics. Half of women fear they will lose their money and become homeless. Retired women are twice as likely as men to live below the poverty line. 81% of women report living paycheck to paycheck, and nearly 1 in 3 women feels discouraged by her finances. Now, for a lot of women, the concept of financial freedom doesn't seem possible. Maybe even more telling is that we lose sight of our dreams, and we lose sight of ourselves. We try to fit in. Plastic surgery, diets, expensive jewelry, appearances matter. With all the trappings of materialism, we might not even know who we are anymore deep down inside. And maybe, just maybe, it feels easier to let someone else take charge of your money. And when they do, they take charge of your future too. So you may need to be bold, to stand up and shout, to do what feels difficult, to be who you are. Your takeaway quote: don't let society dictate what you can and cannot do. Take charge of your money.